Seeing how awkwardly long I could hold that pose. Welcome everybody. Happy Monday. It is a AYN Thor extravaganza, dual screen extravaganza episode tonight. We're going to be spending pretty much the whole first half talking about the Thor. We're going to live order the ones we're going to get here during this live stream. We're going to get in the weeds. Why would you want this over something like the Ayaneo Pocket DS? Why would you want this over the 1X Sugar versus Retroid Solution? These different dual screen, your Microsoft Surface Duo. Do you even need a dual screen Android handheld? We'll talk about all that. Today, joined with us is our good friend Russ from RetroGameCorps. Russ, how you doing?
Hey guys, how's it going? I looked the wrong way. Hey. I'm not used to this live stuff and having multiple people here. Anyway, hello. I'm happy to be here. Happy Monday, everyone. Or happy Thursday, really.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday, yeah.
Joined again by my illustrious co-host, Mr. Rob the Retro Tech Dad. And of course,
hey, everyone. Yeah.
The beard that is Ban.
Hey?
Now, he took my beard and added it onto his. But Russ really has the full explanation. Maybe we'll hear from him.
You know, it's I may be the only one who knows about this, but Stubbs actually died last week. He died, and luckily we had all his DNA sequenced, and so he's a clone. This is new Stubbs, and facial hair is like the last thing to come back when you clone someone. So, yeah, I don't want to talk about how he died. It had to do with a bonfire and all sorts of weird stuff. But anyway.
Oh, I wouldn't have been surprised if it was like a V90 battery.
They've told me for my memory banks they've told me it was a fast death. So everything's fine now. Okay, well, now that we got that out of the way, Rob, what are you doing this week?
What am I doing? I've been playing more with my Mangmi. It's an awesome thing. Love this thing.
Yes. I am shilling all over this thing lately. Just for live, not for streaming.
Just solid, yeah.
For game streaming. God, just to prove
you've
wrong.
been liking it for that, yeah.
I love it for game streaming. And Russ, you released your video just recently about the Mangmi also.
Yeah, I found that streaming was like the worst thing for it. That's funny that you liked it.
You and Rob both. Why do I enjoy that?
Funny.
I know the numbers are saying it's not good, but for me, it's like the right weight, it's the right size, and it works well with Moonlight and GeForce Now for me.
That's good. I'm happy you're enjoying it. I like to see people enjoying things.
Yes. Don't let us take you away from that, you know?
Yeah. My biggest complaint is just the name of the device. Like, I don't know how to say Mangmi. You know what I mean? It just sounds weird. It sounds like a mix of Spanish and Chinese, right?
Mangmi.
You know, like Mang. Hey, Mang. You know,
Mang.
like
Yeah.
Mangmi,
Yeah.
you know?
All I think about is
Mangmi.
Razor Ramon. That's all I think about.
Right.
Yes.
It is like to say it straight faced in a video like 30 times.
It's tough.
Was a little rough for me. Yeah, but it's fun.
I kind of opted just to say it once, I think, in my video and just say AirX, and that's it. Because I'm like, I can't say Mangmi over and over again.
Right.
It's tough. And Digital Jedi, I'm a youthful man again. That's what's happened. It's very hot.
Unfortunately, Quadzilla, that's sometimes what I think of, and that's why I just can't say it with a straight face.
No, that's good. That's good. Ban, you been playing any games? What are you doing this week? A quick Ban update. The update.
For RH, finishing up on my 477 review. And I've got like 5 controllers that showed up recently, so there is that.
Nice.
Games, I'm still hopelessly addicted to Peak on Steam, so I mean there's that.
I was playing that with GoTanks the other day, and I was horrible at that game. absolutely horrible. But man, it was fun. I mean, we make our way up this mountain. He's pulling me up, dragging me up for about half an hour, and we fell off to our deaths eventually. But I hear we did well as far as newcomers go. So I got to get back up on that peak.
Yeah.
And there he is now. Highly addictive, yes. So which handheld is the best for peak? That's what we're gonna find out.
Well,
it's got
to be an X86.
It must.
Unless you're like Stubbs, then you're streaming it to your Ming-Me.
Please, that might be why he's struggling.
Now, you guys know how during the unboxings, I always say like, oh, I'm going to follow up with you all about how I think, and sometimes I forget. This time I have not. Look, it's the 8BitDo Pro 3. I've been using it. I've been playing with it. I lost one of my balls, unfortunately. That did happen, but I have a half and half situation now.
No,
and inside the base, there were other buttons. Can you believe that? Oh, no. There were colored buttons. Okay. They're okay. I swapped them out. I went with the stock. Anyways, this controller has been awesome. I played it on my MacBook, which I no longer have anymore because, come on. I got a Windows thing. And I also enjoyed it on my Windows playing Red Dead Redemption 2 with my siblings, and it functioned well. The feedback was nice. And this is my new daily driver for the moment. So, yeah. Without the ball on there. I'm a one baller now. All right. Without further delay, yeah, I like that look too. Okay. All right.
I like the rainbow.
The
buttons.
band has
that's fun.
Both of his balls though. Still.
TW Dennison, 10 months. Yes.
What do you mean, Rob?
Oh, okay. Nope. Well, hey, that's all right.
You just gotta
come on now.
Just rip them off.
Oh,
sorry, Andrew.
Yikes.
Andrew has a point, probably. Okay, so let's dig into the topic of the hour. Enough lollygagging. Yep. AYN Thor. Man, could you guys imagine if Thor from our podcast were still with us today? His head would be much bigger. He
would have a handheld named after him.
He would have a handheld named after him had he only waited to quit. Only waited 2 more years. Come on.
Was it only 2?
Yeah, I think that was 2023, January.
Oh.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds right.
Yeah.
No, 2022.
No, it was. No, 2023 January was our first CES, was it not?
Oh, you're right. I'm thinking 2025 hadn't happened yet, but you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Yep.
Whatever the case may be, we're counting down the clock here till 15 minutes. That's going to be 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 p.m. Eastern to see this whole Thor. So we have 15 minutes to chat and debate why or why not should we get this. Russ, I don't know if you wanted to give us a quick overview of just your summary. You released an awesome video. Everyone, I recommend checking that out to get more in-depth thoughts. But what was your TLDW?
So like there's 4 options. There's going to be a light model. That's going to be the Snapdragon 865. So same performance as like the Retroid Pocket Flip 2 or the Retroid Pocket 5. Then we've got the other 3, which are all going to be with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. So same as like your Odin 2 devices. So the way I see it, the light will be just fine for DS and most 3DS. You can play most 3DS at like a 3 or 4x upscale with the Snapdragon 865. It'll handle it, But then the other ones will be better for like Wii U emulation, or if you're, trying to push other things, Nintendo Switch emulation, stuff like that. So yeah, it's really going to come down to what you're looking for price point, wise, and color wise too, because only the Pro and the Max models are going to have all those 4 awesome colors. Everything else will just be black. So yeah,
that's a little bit of an Ayaneo move there.
It's always been that annoying. Yeah.
Right. And I hesitate to say, skip over the base and the light just because of the colorway, but I don't know. The purple is pretty tempting, and that rainbow is pretty tempting too. Do I want to spend an extra $100 minimum to go for that? I don't know. Don't think about the colorway. How do we think about this? You do get the 12 gigabytes of storage now, 12 gigabytes of RAM, double the storage at 256 gigabytes. And then if you want to put a little more extra money, another extra, $70, $80 there, you can get the max 16 gigabytes plus the 1 terabyte, which I know Andrew is going with. So I'm going Pro, just to let you guys know. I'm going to go Pro. I'm going purple, and I hope to get DIY rainbow buttons I can swap in later.
Yeah, I'm getting the Pro Rainbow is what I'm going to order. I'm not ordering it here live because I'm doing a group order with someone else in Hawaii because shipping is so high. So they're ordering it and I'll pay them back. But
good call.
Yeah, I'm going to get the Rainbow Pro because, yeah, I want that color. And then also 12 gigabytes for me is about right. Like I don't need 16 gigabytes of RAM.
Right.
I don't do a lot of win later stuff. Like that's the only thing that really is RAM requiring. And everything else will be just fine. You know, I even think 8 gigabytes of RAM will be fine for most emulation. Maybe a few Switch Wii U games might cap out, but for the most part, I think 8 gigabytes would be fine for emulation if you're not doing Win-U-Later.
When Zoo and I were ordering the Ayaneo DS, he was making the argument that, you know what, 8 gigabytes is all we need. If realistically, me and him are probably just going to do DS and 3DS emulation on this. Like that is our use case, unless you want to have one screen, you know, for game FAQs or a walkthrough or something, or like dual, you know, having a YouTube video going or something. I mean, for most people, you're right. I think 8 gigabytes totally works. Save the money. You can add on stickers. You can customize it later. You can modify it and do fun stuff with it. There's going to be stuff on Etsy. This is going to be, pretty sure it's going to be a fairly popular handheld. So save the money, really, if you're okay with that. But the performance difference between the Snapdragon 865 and the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 is going to be a pretty bit wider jump there. So I think that's worth the money to jump up at least to the base.
That is a huge jump for $50.
Right. Yeah. Unless you want that extra battery efficiency, but I guess it could be argued that the 8 Gen 2 is even more efficient.
I would say the 8 Gen 2 is more efficient because it can get stuff done at lower CPU clock speeds. So it actually does better. Yeah.
You can get away with upscaling, you know, and not have to crank up that power requirement on it. So yeah, for sure.
And Final Fanatic has a good question. Can't you turn off the bottom screen to make the top screen 120 hertz?
Yep.
So
you should be able to, yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to run them together at 60 hertz top and bottom, and then disable one, get 120 hertz out of the top. Can you do the reverse though, Russ? Do you know? Can you reverse it so you get 120 hertz out of the bottom?
No, because it's a 60 hertz screen on the bottom, so you can't push anywhere.
You're locked.
It's the same.
You're locked at that.
Yeah, it's the same screen as like the classic. You know what I mean? Like, you can't go above 60 hertz on this.
So there you go. And that was a concern. You know, having dual OLED screens though is fantastic because on the Ayaneo offering, which comes in a little higher price point, they went with that IPS display on the bottom, which for me was an immediate out. I'm like, why would you mix? You're going to have a high quality, deep saturated blacks on the top. You're going to have a more, you know, a little bit lighter gray hue on the bottom with the blacks. And
yeah, it makes no sense.
Like, it's just, my OCD would go crazy. I was still going to order that, and I still did, but I switched down to the base model now because I just don't. Yeah.
Sorry. I was going to say, to be fair, like the Ayaneo Pocket 1S DS, like their Windows one, also had that mismatch. And I had that thing for weeks and it never bothered me once.
Never bothered you? Yeah,
I think a lot of people are like, oh, I'm not going to be able to get my mind around that. But I was like, oh yeah, I guess this is mismatched. You know what I mean? Like that was kind of the feeling for it there. So I do realize people are really kind of going for all OLED or not doing the mismatch, but I don't know. But like a guy who actually had one for weeks, like I never noticed it, even when playing 3DS stuff.
Well, you heard it there. You heard it there first. But what if did you try turning off your lights, like playing in bed or something, and then you see the light bleed you get from the bottom screen?
So even then, so when I'm playing 3DS or whatever, I'm not the kind of guy who looks at two screens at once. I just look at my screen, then I go down to the menu if I need to, you know, grab my power up or whatever. So it just didn't cross my mind. Not a thing that just is a casual kind of like playthrough that bothered me. But yeah, I totally get it. Why some people are going to want to focus on that or whatever. Totally get it. But for me, yeah, it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah, I'm just above that neurotic line where it matters to me, to the point where, you know, I don't want to call a clear winner right out the gate here. I do know I can't, having used the 1X Sugar, thank you for letting me borrow that, by the way. I can, after using that, this definitely beats that straight out the gate. Don't even care. That was just not for me. Now, the other unknown for the Ayaneo is those buttons. I think the buttons are going to feel way better on the AYN versus the Ayaneo's clicky. Unless you love clicky buttons, if you really like your GKD, what is it? The GKD brick. Or I'm sorry, no.
Trim UI brick.
Trim UI brick, yes, thank you. On the brick, if you like that button style, or on the Trim UI Smart Pro, then probably the Ayaneo might be the way to go for you there. That's that type of button, right? It's the one from the 1S.
It's very similar. It is a little bit more. The thing about that 1SDS though is that they did improve the buttons from the previous one. I don't know if you guys used that previous one, but the previous one was very flat. This one had a little bit more height to it, a little bit better feel to it. I sent mine over to Bob Wolf, and so he's still using it right now. I think he just made a video about it the other day.
Yeah.
And so I don't have it to show off right now.
He did mention that he got to borrow his from someone. Didn't quite name who.
Gotcha. Why are we looking at Stubbs Nubs?
What? Why are you guys?
He's advertising right in front of us.
$4 on Etsy.
Oh my god!
Link will be in the description.
We're just wait for our offline podcast. You'll understand what's going on there.
Yeah, this is a little foreshadowing. We had Vlad Nerd on the show, and we recorded an episode, and just you wait. It'll explain a lot. But why get this when we already, many of us pre-ordered the Retroid dual screen setup? You know what I mean? It's cheaper. What, 60, 70 bucks? And then you're set. Just, you might not always want a second screen. You might want to say, screw this. I'm done with this for now. I'm going back to single screen gaming. That's the benefit of the Retroid solution.
Yeah, I think that it really comes down to the same argument when people are like, why don't you just put a controller on your phone? Why do you need a handheld? You know, like it's kind of similar to that, where it doesn't quite feel as cohesive, it's like a finished product, you know? And so I think that that's probably part of it too. But I totally agree. If you already have one of these handhelds and you can just pay $70 to upgrade it as opposed to $250+ for a brand new handheld, it might be worth considering too.
Yeah. And what do you mean, Rob, what do you guys think? I know I'm hogging all the airtime here.
About which part? The dual screen, or
yeah, which would you go with out of these options, basically, and why?
Well, I mean, Andrew mentioned it best in the chat. Oh, not that one. This one. If you want the dual screen, you're not exactly set if you have an RP4 Pro.
Correct.
Well, there you go.
That's the most recent announcement from Retroid.
Yeah.
But I think I'd probably just prefer to get the actual dual screen just all in one unit, because then you don't really have to worry about messing with it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and again, like having the dual screen, it's around here somewhere. It's not an ideal solution for me. Now I'm waiting to judge it before I get the final cable and all that, but still fiddling with it, all the ways you still have to do that, and just fumbling and getting it all right and worrying about the air intake. And for my mind, it's not my favorite solution. But again, I want to wait to get the retail and compare it there. And then lastly, you have something like what was the other one? Oh man, the guy in Canada, DNA Mobile Gaming. He has his solution, the Duo. Yeah. So there's that. It's a bigger 7-inch version, and it's more expensive. So there's these other DIY solutions, or you just get this all-in-one unit. Is there any, Russ, do you think there's any upside to getting the 1X Sugar instead of all these for you?
No. I mean, it's very surprising to me because I made my video and I said I do not recommend this thing, right? Like I don't think it's worth spending that amount of money. And I don't get like affiliate anything with them, right? But I'm able to track how many sales happen from that link that I set up, my Indiegogo. And I can't believe how many people said, you know what, I'm gonna buy it. And
I'm
not a lot.
Like I would say,
yeah,
it
like
got
maybe
more
like
backers
30
than I
people.
thought it would.
Yeah, like 30 people like saw my video, clicked on the link, and then bought it. And I'm like, did you watch my video? You know, like if you look, like, you know, on the 1X Sugar page, they've got all those videos down below, all these reviews and stuff. They removed mine.
Right, and
like they didn't want
they were like, no,
mine up there anymore. Even though I think I had the video with
What's
the
this
most
NASA
views
3DS?
about this device. Right.
I had so many issues with it. I couldn't even go live with it. I just did a private stream to our patrons in our Discord.
Yeah.
And we all had fun together in that. But, you know, my wife played with it and she's like, this thing needs to leave our house now. Never again. Never again. She was so upset trying to fiddle with that, getting everything. She's like, why? Why would they make? You've all gone too far. Us
I'm
as a
so glad they
society, as
made
a
it, though.
community. I'm
Yeah,
glad
I'm
they
so
made
glad
it
they made
so
it.
we can get a V2. And I enjoyed playing with it. And there's parts of it that I really did like, and I thought they were cooking on. But I need to come back to it maybe later on in a Gen 2. This first one for me was not it. And so I thought this is what we're going to get for dual screens this year. This and Microsoft Duo. But here we are. We're getting all these solutions.
Yeah, they used my quote, but not my video. It's funny.
Yeah, they put your quote there. I'm very happy with the 1X Sugar was created.
And
that's good.
I feel like that quote was immediately followed by a but.
Right. I'm sure it was. Yeah.
And Zoo has a review coming, by the way. He has the 1X Sugar right now, so expect Zoo's review.
Oh, I thought he gave up on it. It was so bad.
You can't give up, Zoo. The people are counting on you for this one.
He was close.
Just like I gave up on the Retroid DS, though. I got to do a new video for that sometime soon. All right, well, so we're 3 minutes till showtime here, till go time. Now, don't feel pressured. You don't have to buy this right away. In fact, I doubt it's going to sell out anytime soon.
I did see someone comment like, fear of missing out kind of thing. Should I just wait and see if there's a sale on Black Friday? I'm like, honestly, if you look at what the discount is, you're saving $10.
$10.
Yeah.
$10.
Not worth it.
If you don't feel like you need to buy it right now, don't run out and buy it. It's $10. Just wait and see where it goes,
I had another person say to me, they were like, hey, if I wait, for a review, am I still gonna be able to get it this year? And I was like, yes, you'll be able to get it this year, no problem. Like if they're shipping in October, they're gonna be able to take care of you. You'll have it before the end of the year. And so that's my recommendation too. If you don't want to be an early adopter and you don't want to like go through some of those pain points in the beginning, then just wait. It's not worth $10 to save, other than if you just want it now, that's a gamble you have to take. So.
If you have a credit card, don't put it on your credit card. You don't need it. You know what I'm saying? So just having said all that, it is very exciting that this is launching. And yes, we're going to buy it within the first 30 seconds here on the show because we have problems and we're reviewers and all that. And speaking of that,
really is the year of the DS. It's kind of crazy.
It is. We do have a review unit for RH, and I believe Russ has a review unit too coming out. So you will get reviews. You will get a live stream from us. We're going to poke and prod at this thing, see what it does. I'm very excited just to see how far we've come and see how they're handling the two-screen situation. So, yeah. So we're going to order. Don't feel pressured for you to order. The links, however, of course, are in our description, or Russ's links are in his most recent community post. So support your creator of choice if you want. And we're starting in 25 seconds.
I've never been live for an ordering session like this.
I'm tingling.
I'm getting butterflies, and I'm not even doing anything. I'm just gonna watch you guys buy stuff.
You get the dopamine by proxy. Yeah.
Right. The same. Well, I'll just be fools.
All right, Sony. So here we go. We're going live now, and let's switch full screen to that, and then go to the different options and configs.
It's that Russ Hawaii song.
Oh. Yeah, there's the Russ Hawaii song. Okay, so I'm going Pro 12 plus 256, and I'm going purple.
Be careful, they're adding that worry-free thing at checkout.
Oh.
Okay, what does that mean? You can tip?
Sometimes they add that, but I think the worry-free is like they add an extra $1 or something for better shipping tracking or something.
Now, should we get the accessories pack? That's an extra $50 add-on. You can get it in black, gray, or white. That's $50, and you get, what do you get with that? You get the TPU grip, the lanyard, screen protector, soft pouch, carrying case with grip, and a TPU shell. That's a pretty nice set of things for the price. Ayaneo often will do these too, but they're a little bit more sometimes. Or you can buy these one-off. You got all the accessories here on their accessories page. The lanyard, the carrying case, TPU grip, Thor, soft pouch, TPU, screen protector, carrying case, protective covers. Whew. And I hope they do DIY buttons so we can swap around. That's what I really hope. I asked Nicole, I said, please, I don't ask for much. I just want rainbow buttons in the purple unit, please. That's what we need here. Yeah, I'm just going to get the pack.
Yeah, I'm getting a pack.
Okay.
Let's go with my rainbow.
Yeah. Are you on rainbow?
The reason why I'm going with the rainbow because of this guy, like the 3DS with the rainbow buttons. Like I have a Japanese one.
Oh, yes.
Guy, and so this is like kind of ideal for me. And one interesting thing is the setup is very similar. It has this little shelf here on the 3DS, and the Thor has that too. And so this is what it looks like closed. They haven't really been showing that off, but I'm assuming it's going to look kind of like that, where you've got a little bit of a gap. Sorry, it's not in focus, but yeah, something like that. Anyway,
Rob,
that's why I'm getting it. 'Cause I want something like this.
Sweet. No, yeah, that makes sense, man. I almost went for that. I almost wanted to buy 2 just to swap the buttons. I said, no, that's crazy. That's crazy talking. We're going to wait for the DIY buttons. They must offer them. I will try every day. I will ask every day. Rob, what are you going with, man?
I went Purple Pro.
Purple Pro. Dan, I know might not be buying today, but what are you thinking of going with?
If I buy, it'll be the Rainbow Pro.
I like that we have. I know Zoo's going with the purple 256 as well.
I think the white looks also really good because it reminds me of the original DS Lite. You know what I mean? Like that was a white handheld, and so I really like that look as well. It's really sharp looking.
I was very close to getting white just because all my other Odins are white as well. So
yeah, it's very clean, and if you're into that look,
very clean design.
It looks so clean. Oh, and there's nothing wrong with going with the black unit either. Like we were saying earlier, like it's a little dull color, and as reviewers, I think we like to mix it up and get fun colors. But it's very sleek looking, and it's going to blend in. You can probably use it at a Starbucks, and no one's going to bat an eye. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But
the thing about the black too is, this screen on the bottom is a 31:27 aspect ratio, so it's not a 4:3, which means that when playing DS and 3DS, you're going to get black bars at the top and bottom. With the black model, it's going to just blend right in. All the other ones, it's going to be a bit more of a stark contrast. So,
yeah. So that's a really cool option to go with as well. Everybody in live chat, let's highlight you guys. What are you ordering now? And if you are, what are you going with? And for those watching this on demand, what did you order? Are you ordering? Let us know in the comments. It's always fun to see what people are getting. Or explain to us why none of us should get this at all and why we're all insane. Either way.
The thing about the purple too is that, if there's some speculation that this is a similar hinge to the Retroid Pocket Flip 2s.
Right.
And with the Flip 2, the purple model is the one that's had the least amount of cracks, at least based on like community polls and stuff. And so it may be that, with a higher grade plastic, transparent is stronger than it is with a solid plastic. So that might be another thing, is that you and Rob might be future proofing your experience by getting the clear one. But it's all speculation. Who knows?
Like who? Yeah. I don't know. I was worried about that too. I'm like, man, it looks like a very similar hinge, but we'll see. Then again, Vlad will talk about this when that episode comes out, but basically that the crack does not harm the handheld either. Like it's not further breaking to the point where it's snapping off. We haven't seen that yet, right? He was explaining this basically like, yeah, mine has the issue too, but it's not going to go any further because of how they designed it. Which mine doesn't have that crack yet, but I'm on the lookout for it every day now. And that gives me a little anxiety. Do you guys has yours cracked yet?
Nope.
No. My Flip 1 did. I have
2 models.
Yeah. My Flip 1 did. My purple one, I got a hairline crack years ago. And it never went beyond that. Just the hairline crack. So.
All right.
I think I've had 2 Retroid Pocket Flip 1s. The black one was fine, but I bought an indigo one. It had a hairline crack, but it slowly got a little bit larger. There's like a piece of plastic that like chipped out eventually. So just kind of depends.
Yeah, I have the same color as Bam, but the ice blue, no crack on mine. And I also I'm probably the only person on this planet that has the D1100 Flip 2. I got it in the SNES gray, but I mean, it's obviously too soon to know if that's going to crack or not, but I mean, no issues here.
Yeah.
So far. Well, I mean, how much are you really going to use the D1100
Not
Flip?
much. Not much. I got it more just because who the heck knows why.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. It's just why.
It's all right. I'll find a reason for it.
All right, guys. I got my order in. Sorry, I was distracted there getting all the, when you go on these websites.
So good.
You got to go through like 2-factor and check your bank, tell your bank you're going to make the purchase. And I'm like, yeah, okay. All right, so that's done. sending it to Zoo. I'm like, hey man, here's what we're doing. Yeah, he got purple too. He did. He got the 12 gig 256.
That's because Zoo knows what's up.
Yeah, and I as far as a review, I hope they send maybe the black base or something like that, something different, so I can show on camera the different configs.
I feel like they're gonna. I feel like it's
black.
gonna be a pro. I feel like it's gonna be a pro model though. They always kind of go with
Yeah,
that.
they usually go mid tier for that.
Maybe
Yeah.
I can make Stubbs send me the review unit.
I am curious about the
Bad
black
idea.
though, because I just want to see like how the plastics are on black and things like that. I know a lot of people are always concerned or curious about how the fingerprints are in the black and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
because I know the portal definitely picked up fingerprints. It was I had to get rid of my black unit. I went with the white one instead. I couldn't anymore.
Yeah.
Is it? So people are asking, what's the $7 worry-free purchase thing? Does that check by
I
default?
took it off. Yes.
Is it? It's defaulting on.
Yeah. It's really
Oh,
annoying.
that's so lame. Okay, what? Let me check. Let me check if mine got that on it.
People are asking about 4PX versus DHL. It really depends on where you are. We went with 4PX because it was like $90 shipping for DHL to Hawaii, and so instead we only paid like 40 shipping.
I will mention that with anyone ordering, in the United States at least, DHL might not be the way to go for now because
they seem to be the ones that
tariffs.
really enforce the tariffs.
Well, they're also halting shipments to the U.S. right now due to the changes in tariff collection fees.
Okay.
So save money then. Save money. Go 4 picks. Sure, it's taking a few extra days, but
I usually go with 4PX, and it's. I mean, again, it just depends where you are in the country, of course. But I mean, for me, it's generally pretty good.
Yeah.
I always go 4PX if it's an option. Just not only save the money, but it always shows up. I never deal with tariffs from them. DHL, I've had to pay tariffs in the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 review units, which is
anytime it's DHL, I've had to pay. Like it doesn't matter where it's coming from. It's always a tariff fee for DHL.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is interesting.
I've had tariffs that are higher than the value of the handheld. that were a review unit sent over for free. So I'm like basically having to buy it.
Same.
It is
that
what
happens.
it is. And, some companies will pay us back, which is great, but many do not.
Ambernick offered, and I didn't end up taking them up on that one. I don't know. But the tariff on the 35XX Pro was almost the value of the unit. I remember that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So that's good. All right, guys. So if you have your order in, let us know what you got, but we're not going to dwell on this further. Let's hop into the next thing. Do we have any other related news, Producer Sony? Speaking of Ayaneo, actually, you guys saw this budget brand they're working on. They finally released pricing for it.
Well,
and that's going to be mostly
They're
the
still
KONKR.
teasing it. Yeah, they're kind of playing games with it, but yeah.
They're playing mind games. They're revealing drip by drip, and that's how it goes around here. KONKR Pocket Fit. We have little itty bitty sticks, but it looks like a direct competitor to the RP5. And why do they keep going with those little sticks, Russ? Is this your doing?
I think they just ordered 1 million of them in bulk, back when they first had them made for the Ace, and then they're still using them because it's the same sticks it's been, but they're at least replaceable, so it's easy to swap. If you're someone like us and we have multiple of these handhelds, or we just go and get some on Etsy, you can just
Get
swap
some
them
hype
out.
sticks. Get those hype sticks.
Yeah, some hype sticks. Like I've got, I don't know, probably 100 various different sticks that I can use on these things at this point, and it's I love that it's universal and you can change them out. So I don't really mind that they're so small.
Yeah, so you can swap in other sticks, and they've been doing these in the last few. So, but it's cool to see that they have a budget brand. You know what? And as far as
actually
what they're saying is budget, though, let's look at that.
Yeah,
So the thing that I thought was kind of interesting is actually this is the very first picture they revealed with it, where they had the starting price of $369. Then they put out another thing, and the starting price was down to $356.
And just making numbers up.
Well, no, it's like each time they put out
next time they did another one,
it went down. I think right now it's saying starting price is under $329.
Correct.
What about the Pocket Fit Elite, though?
That's the one I'm actually kind of interested in. That's
starting at under $399.
which may also have another slide drop and it goes down in price too.
Let's think about this. So the AYN, their dual screen handheld, their max unit, terabyte, the whole 9 yards, $440. Their Elite for this budget brand, $400. Is it budget? Like, is it? It's not really far off from all their usual stuff. So it's interesting.
I think it's budget for what Ayaneo does, because if they probably put... Okay, my thought process, especially on the 8 Elite, is that if they were to put it into like a Pocket S2 Pro, it would probably be closer to $600 or $700.
Okay, so you are. So it is budget for that chip. For that chip.
Best choice. It's like they're trying to convey that it actually is a pretty good value. I mean, again, a Snapdragon 8 Elite in a device that's, I guess, going to be under $399 is actually a good value. And I think that's the problem. It's just the messaging is not good. The way they present this is not good. And this is where they're kind of getting in trouble with it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, throwing that Elite in there, I mean, that's nuts. Because so there you go. But
I'll
why?
Right
this
now,
is their budget line. If this is their budget line, why are we putting that chip in here?
I feel like it should have been the value and not the budget.
Right. It's the value for your money. So
the thing is about even the regular Pocket Fit, the G3 Gen 3, that's an awesome chip. And I think I prefer it over the Elite just because of compatibility. Mm-hmm. And that was in the Pocket S2, which is also really great. But that one started at $440 and it had a 60 hertz LCD. This one is going to be 1080p, 144 hertz. And I can remember, I think this one is also LCD, right?
Yep.
And so, but still, it's like, it's a really good screen and a good handheld. And if that price is going to be $329 for that, that is a good $100 cheaper than the Pocket S2. So I think there is a value thing there, but their wording of it is just weird. Like, oh yeah, here's the budget one. And it's like, whose budget are we talking about here? You know, this is still a very expensive handheld.
Yeah.
So maybe we shouldn't use this wording anymore. But they're using that wording.
They shouldn't be using that wording.
I'm gonna call it.
They also need to hire a better graphic designer, because what I'm looking at on screen,
it's chaos.
It's just words. It's words everywhere.
Can we just ask Stubbs to just read this entire thing off in the best way he can?
It's loud noises.
So here's basically a quick rundown.
You know what?
The thing is,
that's fair.
Yeah. The thing about this is that I think of all the things that they should tease in marketing, it shouldn't be price. They shouldn't be like, it's going to be less than this. Now it's going to be less than this. It just makes it look very wishy-washy, you know? Like, I think that the Mengmi actually did a pretty good job when they rolled out their price reveal. They were just like, it's going to be under $100. I think they said that first. And then they had a contest, like, guess our price. And if you get it right, you'll get a free one, and we'll pick, among the winners or whatever. And then they just revealed it and were like, here's the price. And it was a good price. And I think that that's the smarter way to do it, as opposed to trickling in the price point. Trickle in the other stuff, not the price.
Yeah.
So the interesting thing looking at that, though, is it doesn't specifically say Snapdragon 8 Elite, though. So I hope it's not like some thing where it's like the Elite model of that. So I'm like, I guess we have to wait and see if it in fact is an 8 Elite, because that is very unusual for Ayaneo. Well, that's actually a really good value. That's the best part about this.
Like if you look at this screenshot, it says Pocket Fit powered by Snapdragon G3 Gen 3. The below one does not say powered by Snapdragon. It just says Elite.
Yeah.
So they're either really bad at their graphics or something else.
It's just so confusing.
Why not both?
Oh man, it's even worse. I didn't know that slide could get worse.
Oh my gosh. Like, every time I see this graphic, I just imagine someone like crazily trying to read off everything as fast as they can.
Andrew is saying very wrong things in the chat right now.
Andrew.
He says the problem with Mengmi is that it's a more expensive Action Pi. Now, for one, that's both slander to the Action. No, it's not slander to the Action Pi. But I love the Action Pi. But the Mengmi I do love better. I think the value is there, and it was a true.
Isn't the Mengmi like $5 more than the Action Pi?
I think so, and you're getting. It feels like so much more.
Zoo is going to actually fire him.
Zoo is gonna finally take him out.
No,
I
he
think
wasn't.
I just need to get a Mengme in Andrew's hands, and then he'll understand what we're all talking about here. that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold Stubbs says so. He says, "Don't make me sound stupid." I would never. Hop on the show. Feel free to hop on the show, Andrew. Tell us what's what.
Yeah, man.
Oh, in terms of time
that's
between
where-
announcement and release. Oh, okay. I got you, man. See, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I totally misinterpreted.
Andrew just got timed out by Zoo. It's only 5 minutes.
Aw, poor Andrew.
So this is one where there's a lot of fanfare when they announced the price. And it's funny because this is Ayaneo's competitor, kind of their offshoot. And this is the actual KONKR, right? This is the actual budget brand if you want an Ayaneo idea of a handheld, but in a cheaper form factor. I mean, it was pulled off well. It's pulled off well.
Now, whatever you do, just don't call the Mengme X a budget king, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Or a budget champ.
We all said something similar. Basically, it's like, hey, this is under $100 and you're playing awesome, PSP. Even 3DS did well on it too. How do you talk about that? And God, I think I was like, this is the new. Did I say king? No, I didn't. I said this is the new best Android handheld under $100, which I stand by absolutely.
I think it is.
I think it's pushed that segment forward. Yeah, I mean, there's.
Yeah.
I don't know how else you would put that, really.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think that if you're talking about a budget king or whatever, champ or whatever, the only other one I can think of is the Retroid Pocket Classic, which I think is a completely different audience. This is that Game Boy kind of thing, and it's a little bit more expensive. And so, those are like my two picks now. Is like this Retroid Pocket Classic, and then that Mengme, and then there's a bunch of really great cheaper $60 clamshells and everything else that are a lot of fun. But if people are just looking for value and like really good specs compared to the price, this is it.
Then we're looking good there. And PJ082004, Mengme killed a lot of sub $100 devices. Yes, it definitely feels that way. I feel a sudden urge to consolidate a few of my under $100 Android devices right now.
because I mean, if you were to go to like Powkitty's website, for example, a lot of their 3566 handhelds are still like $70.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of them creep up to that early bird price of the Mengme. I mean, it's kind of insane.
Because I mean, it's like this is 80 early bird. The like X55 is still $70 on their website. And everyone knows how good that one is, obviously.
It was great 2 years ago. It was, I mean, I loved it 2 years ago, but now it's just a different story,
Yeah, we're in a different timeline now, and here we are. And Sony, what do we got next, my friend?
This is important.
Dun 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 dun, dun Zoo
Oh.
Retro.
Yes.
This is the best. Stubbs thought this was two separate devices.
I
That's
did.
how
I was
bad
like-
the name is.
Yeah, I was asking. I was like, guys, I can't put. I only put 3 items on the thumbnail, or Aish does it for us. Thanks, Aish. We don't show 4. Would we choose the XU35 or the H40? And they're like, that's the same thing. It's called the XURetro XU35 H50. Are you kidding me? I can't. I can't. When is enough? Come on.
Well, I mean, is it better or worse than the XURetro XU20 V32?
Oh my goodness.
Come on now. But this does look pretty cool.
Completely lost when it comes to XURetro and Magic X's lineup. I don't even know anymore. The devices are all just.
I don't know who has worse naming.
It's just.
It's a race to the bottom.
Nate the Great's got a point. There is a separate device called the XU45 H40, right?
Is there really?
Soon.
Okay.
Oh my
All right.
gosh.
Why are we talking about this one so much? I always see this in our
G85, MediaTek
every
G85.
week we're talking about
that's
this one.
The big thing
What's
right
the
there.
point?
It's
The
another one
G85.
that could potentially be a challenger to the Air X for Mengme.
Aha. So
that Helio P, what is it? Is it a P? No, G85 is going to be much more powerful. Well, not much more powerful, but more powerful than the Snapdragon 662. So You know,
And
again, we're seeing a lot of competition just under that $100 price point.
Good screen
So-
too, 960 by 720, 4 inches.
Yeah. So it might be nice. We'll see if they pull it off. This is
Yeah.
not a new company, but basically the backstory of them is they took on the license for Magic X's XU line, right? Like they had Magic X made that XU10 with the cat ears, and then this company is now continuing that XU line. I don't know if it is Magic X underneath it all. I don't know, but so there's that basically. Other than that, like I don't know. What do we know about them? I'm interested, so we'll see.
I don't know, but they're calling it the ultimate sub $100.
So I think this
They're
graphic
saying
is,
that you
is not
they can't
official.
say it.
This graphics not official from them
It's-
though. I don't think this is their
Is
graphic.
it not?
Is
I
it
don't think so.
translated?
No, I think someone made this graphic and yeah.
Okay, so breaking down the specs.
Pouring fuel into the fire kind of thing, you know.
Where does
Which is
the
cool. I mean, it's awesome to see the competition under $100. I love it, you know.
Where's the G85 sit in the performance chart, Rob?
It's going to be better than the 662.
Okay,
So
better
I'm
than
trying
the
to
6.6.
trying to think of a chipset where I want to say it's better than the T618. I mean, I'm sure Chad can correct me. I haven't looked at like the full specs, but I think it's going to be better than what the T618 gave us as well. So
Really?
yeah,
Well, and if they're promising on their marketing they're under 100, okay, I guess game's on for the sub $100 Android market, right?
okay. So yeah, Jordan says it's about even. Yeah, I know
Okay.
it was like somewhere around that T618. Yeah. But
Yeah.
again, I mean, for a sub $100 device, you know, some of the more
Right.
modern niceties that we're now accustomed to, better analog sticks, things like that, it's exciting, you know.
It's a good base like processing power, right? That means you can play up through PSP, right? And you're knocking at the door of some very light GameCube and PS2.
Yeah,
That's a great place to be under $100. I know a lot of people want their $100 PS2 handheld, but give it a couple
we're
years. I
getting
think.
close, like so close.
Yeah.
We're so close. Yeah,
Yeah, Retroid was the leader in that budget range for Android for so long, and now we're starting to finally see these other companies creep in there, which is super interesting. I love to see that. I love budget devices more than anything. You know, like just it's so much fun to see
Like
how
this-
much we
this
can
is
push
exciting
these
because-
cheaper devices. It is.
I mean, honestly, getting a secondhand PSP might be more expensive than this. You know, depending on your market and where you're looking and the condition. And this actually does PSP better than an actual PSP. So it's kind of like
Way better.
now we're in an exciting phase where we're playing games better and cheaper than the actual original hardware can do it. And so that's kind of an interesting space to be in right now.
Yes, I would say so. And we're back with more news. The Game Bub. So Zoo's going to be looking at this one. You're going to see a video from him, and I believe Russ is too. You have one right there right
I got
now.
one. It just came earlier today. Yep.
Let's take a look at this thing if you don't mind. So what is this,
Yeah.
Russ? Can you walk us through it?
So this is an FPGA handheld. So think of the Analog Pocket. It's got a bad screen right now, but like an Analog Pocket or like the Funny Playing one, you know, but it plays Game Boy Advance. You can see it has a 3:2 aspect ratio screen. It's a 3x integer scale of Game Boy Advance. And it does run cartridges. So it does Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy games. And you can dump your ROMs from the cartridge. So you can take your cartridge, dump it, and then it'll go onto the SD card, and you can just load it from the SD card, or you can just throw your own ROMs onto it and it'll play. So highly accurate. And this is made from the ground up. So like the cores and everything have been developed by this guy who's been working on this.
Wow.
And this thing has a lot of headroom. It's about twice the core power of the Analog Pocket. So Analog Pocket can play up through like Super Nintendo and whatnot, but this potentially has the headroom to be able to play some of the harder to play systems, Nintendo 64, Sega Saturn and whatnot, potentially, but there is no analog stick. So you can see it's very
Okay.
much GBA focused, and it only is L1, R1. So even like PS1 games, you're going to be missing out on a couple inputs there. So, and then the largest bezels I've seen made by man are here as well.
Since a Kindle Fire tablet from like
Right.
10 years ago.
We're always more forgiving in those bezels when it's clearly a very DIY handheld, because it's like, of course it
Yeah.
has big bezels. It's not like some sleek engineered aluminium, situation here, and it looks very
Yeah.
much. I saw in
Dropping
chat,
that aluminium.
right? It looks very much like the Odroid.
Yeah, it feels a bit like an Odroid. These buttons are 3D printed. The D-pad and the face buttons are 3D printed. I don't think they're final, but it's pretty interesting. You know, I felt it and I'm like, this is a texture I have not felt on like a D-pad before, and I thought that was kind of neat. The OS is actually pretty sweet. Like it just kind of starts right up, and it's just like it's hard to see, but it says like run your cartridge. You can just run the cartridge and you pick it from there, or then there's like load a ROM. You can load up your ROM and whatnot. He put a bunch of freeware games on here, so I got to load my own up. Got a pretty big battery. It's like a dual battery here. It lasts up to like 12 hours, I think. And so
nice.
Overall, it's really kind of interesting. You know, it does feel very homemade, you know, and I know some people may not like that, but yeah, it's an FPGA handheld. People want an FPGA handheld like this. It is going to be like, I think $250 though. So it is expensive. And I understand that. I mean, like this guy's doing it himself. He doesn't have like those huge quantities of scale here. He's got 61 backers, right? So it's not a huge project here, but
this is kind of cool though, because it reminds me of the retro handheld scene, you know, like 10 plus years ago, where you had a lot of these kind of smaller projects and they were kind of self-funded and kind of same vibes. You know, the maturity is not there yet for the FPGA handhelds, obviously, because this is really one of the first of its kind. So I think in a couple of years, we're going to see more and more of this. You know, it's going to be interesting to see where it goes.
Well, you heard it from you heard it from Zoo here. Prototype feels better than 1X sugar.
I would agree with that. Yeah, it is. It's also dockable, so you gotta get a dock. I think he's charging like $30 or $40 for it. $50,
$59.
Okay, so yeah, there's a dock you got to put onto. I'm assuming the dock has additional things it has to process. So it's not just like a direct video out, but 100% open source too. So that means that like I've already seen core developers who have made cores for like for the Analog Pocket say like this looks really interesting. So like, for example, the guy who did the Super Nintendo core. So we may see like things like Super Nintendo on this as well, which would be great. And again, not emulation here. I mean, this is like FPGA, so it's a lot more accurate, a lot better timings and stuff. So it's very exciting to me. It is expensive and very niche, but if I didn't already have this one coming to me, I probably would have already ordered it. And after messing with it for a few hours, I'm like, I might just order one anyway. Like,
you like it that much?
I have to send it back. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I might have a purple. I didn't even see the purple.
I have to borrow this one. The purple. Okay, the purple is the one that I would buy like straight away. Look at that.
Yeah.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. FPGA is FPGA is getting exciting. I still have my Analog Pocket. Okay, I still have my FPGA GBC, which I love that one. That's my favorite FPG device there. And then I have my Mister. And it's exciting to see that they're continuing to kind of work on this idea, and we're getting GBA, and we're getting what looks like a pretty comfortable form factor for that, which is cool. And it looks like very much like an Evercade. And first gen Evercades, you only had L1, R1 as well.
Yeah.
And you could play PS1 on there, technically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it'll be interesting.
That's
I just
cool,
think it's got a lot of cool promise to it, and if it does really take off, that'll be really cool just for enthusiasts and stuff. This is not going to replace a Retroid, you know what I mean?
Right.
Even though it is the same price as a Retroid, but it is still very neat, and it's kind of like whether or not you want to get a modded Game Boy, a modded Game Boy Advance, or do you just want to get this and have the exact same kind of experience in terms of the hardware feel and whatnot. Even this screen, I'm assuming he did it in the core, it has color correction. And so it looks, when you look at Game Boy Advance games, it looks like you're looking at a Game Boy Advance LCD, not necessarily emulation where it's all really super saturated and whatnot. It feels more real, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, and someone's saying in chat here as well, it's a $150 FPGA inside of this already, and that is a good chunk of the cost.
Yep.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And
Good Boy Galaxy.
And people are saying it's no chromatic. Chromatic, I think, is very much like, yeah, you are all about it or absolutely not. I definitely fall on
But the funding is so different there. I mean,
it's so
the backing in terms
different.
Of the
you have a
support,
billionaire who's like, I want to do this as a pet project versus
right.
Someone who's going to because this is a crowdfunding like thing, but it's also on Crowd Supply, which is all about these like DIY. Just it's true.
Zoo's got a point. Eli, their maker, is not an international arms dealer. That's one difference. It has different Game Boy Color filters banned, so.
Yeah, well, Crowd Supply is all about these DIY projects, and as far as I know, as long as it gets funded, they always seem to get produced, and that's not usually a big concern.
Yeah.
So my hope is that it does get funded, because it's a really cool project.
Do they charge you on if it only gets funded, or is it like Indiegogo where it just charges you up front?
Now I'm not sure if Crowd Supply charges you up front, or if they charge you like Kickstarter at the end of the fund. What is the word? At the end of the crowdfunding.
There's Good Boy Galaxy. You see the color correction? You can see how it's kind of muted. It feels like a Game Boy Advance game. Like it's really kind of neat. So that's max brightness right there. That's pretty good. I'm in a brightly lit room right now. So yeah, it's cool. It just big bezels.
I dig the idea. The bezels are definitely 1999 or early 2000s. You know, those first emulation handhelds. What was it? The GP2 Wiz, and like it's big. But
so, just a quick comment. It does look like that it places your order like immediately.
Oh,
okay.
I don't know if that means like it'll refund you if it doesn't go through or what, but it does go through. It does charge you.
That's concerning.
Well, it's not concerning. That's just
how it works.
That's just how a lot of crowdfunding platforms are. Kickstarter seems to be the only one that waits until the end of the run.
Yeah, I'm sadly very accustomed to how they work, thanks to Ayaneo.
Yeah, we've all been conditioned now. Yeah, okay. So this seems pretty cool. I might reach out to the maker and see if I can borrow one to do a live stream with. I think that would be a lot of fun. We can take a look at that one.
He might let you just borrow Zoo's, because I know he doesn't have a whole lot of prototype units.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes more sense. Yeah. We'll have my people talk to Zoo's people, who talk to his people. We'll figure this out.
It's a train of people talking to a train of people.
There will be a lot of game of telephone around the world to Ohio. Okay, well, that's good. That's good. What else do we got today, producer Sony? What's new? Oh, yes, that's right. We have a date, guys. We have a date with the ROG Ally Xbox Edition. It's set to launch October 16th. You can get it from Best Buy. You can get it, it's your new Corpo Xbox handheld. And they haven't announced any new hardware for their refrigerator boxes, the Series X, Series S. So maybe this is what they're going to focus on now.
Just price increases.
Just price increases. So get this instead, right? But if you already have an Ally X, guess what? They're totally going to backport this new software integration from Microsoft back into the Ally and Ally X. So you can totally just stick with what you got if you don't want two big old handles. Because what else has changed about it?
The chip is different too, for both models. But yeah,
it's Z2E, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so
for the more expensive one.
And then I forgot what to call the other one, Z2 Alpha or something.
Yeah,
Z2A. Okay.
Yep.
And it probably won't come to the other Allies until later. Like I think they're really just focusing on this Xbox experience on these right now, and then they'll work on the other stuff later.
Yeah. So for what I understand too is that when you're in the Xbox mode, I think if you want to get back into like Explorer or desktop, you have to do like the full restart or something like that. It doesn't just seamlessly go back in, I think.
Z2E AI, Andrew says.
Yeah, they added AI
which is actually different than just a regular Z2E.
Well, I was looking at benchmarks the other day, and it's just not. It doesn't seem like a $900 worthwhile upgrade to me. To trade in my Ally X to get this.
I'm really curious to see how this is going to perform, because I feel like because the Ally X exists and even the original Ally exists, and they go on sale all the time. There's secondhand market for it. I don't know if people are going to feel compelled enough to go out and buy that $900 model. The gains are not necessarily enough to warrant that, I think. So it'll be interesting. I'm really curious to see.
It's like if they came out with the Microsoft Xbox 360, and then like a year later they're like, here's the 361. Like how many people are going to buy that? You know what I mean? Like that's what it kind of feels like. Because this really is just the HX AI 370 chip that we've already been seeing for a while. But just optimized for handheld stuff. So,
I mean, Yeah, I'm curious about those ergonomics, and you guys know that I'm curious about the speakers. What has Microsoft done? Because talking to the Asus rep, he basically was like, "Hey, Microsoft came in and ran this show. We don't even know a ton about this. Their people kind of modified our hardware and did it how they wanted to do it. So what have they changed in here? They put in amazing speakers to finally beat out my darling MSI Claw? Have they put in, the best ergonomics with this giant situation? And Russ, do you get hands-on with this as well? You felt this before.
I did. Yeah, I did. It's fine. It feels significantly larger than the Ally X does, though. Like it's
Okay.
like, oh, okay, this is bigger. But I like it. I like that feel, that comfort, those grips. For my regular Ally X, I had to buy grips to like make it feel more comfortable. And for this one, like that was my main takeaway. Is like, okay, I don't need to buy grips anymore. Like this has got all those kind of Steam Decky kind of feelings, and that's what I really liked about it.
It reminds me of the PlayStation Portal a little bit, as far as like another corporate handheld.
With the hand, the grips.
But is this one you would feel you would take on a trip somewhere?
Yeah, it's an airplane handheld for me. You know what I mean? It's a hotel room handheld. Yeah, like I could play those there, but like if I'm just like in the airport, probably not. Like that for me is like Retroid Pocket size. Like I'd rather have something a little bit smaller. That's where my Thor is going to come in, I think. But yeah, when I'm on the plane, got my tray table down, then I'll pop out my LAX, whatever, Xbox.
I still got to play with it though. I still need to take a look at this. I'm too curious. The handles are enticing.
I am very curious about the Xbox app integration.
And of course, how far can we push the HX370 chipset, the Z2E? Sure, I've seen some results that are super disappointing, but you never know. Because guess what? Oh, I have to correct myself, everybody. I was talking trash about the Legion Z2 Go, much to Zoo's chagrin there. Yes, Rob, that's another word from the dictionary. For much of the year, okay, I had the Windows version. It was, But then I got the SteamOS version from Best Buy. I got an open box, like $500 unit, and I've been playing with it, and it's freaking incredible. It changes the game. You just boot it up, you play your indies, you can freaking boost that damn TDP up to 40 watts, 10 watts higher almost than the Z1E can even go. So like you can push it with the power and brute force a good experience, or you can really chill and get better battery life. It stays cooler. And man, I love that thing. I've been playing on that almost every night now. It's my like Windows handheld of the month.
I love it just because I find it very comfy. But it's funny because again, like I know I mentioned it last week. Some people don't find it comfortable, so it's interesting. It just shows you that we're all very different,
I dig it. It's not. I thought it was heavy before, but like using it now, it's like no. And you dang influencers out there, I'm looking at you, Rob, and Zoo, and whoever the other Lenovo shills are. I wasn't listening, and then you all named it the best Windows handheld this year. I was like, what are they talking about? So I had to go get one.
I don't know about Windows.
Or x86.
X86. I was going to say like x86. Yeah,
it's all
like,
sorry. Yeah.
They should have just skipped the
x86.
Windows release and
They should have
launched with the SteamOS version, or at least do the simultaneously. Because the problem was the Windows version kind of gave it a bad look to begin with, and then everyone was loading Parasite and doing all that other stuff. So we knew like it had the potential to be something really great, but SteamOS is really nice on that Z2 Go. It's awesome.
Submit to our sales rep, Zesty Katie, Zoo says. So you guys are right. I just want to admit I was wrong. You guys are right on this one instance.
It does a lot right. It's got a pretty solid screen. It's a big screen experience. Again, you can kind of keep the power usage low and get a similar experience to like the Steam Deck, but you get that bigger screen. Ergonomics, again, it can go either way for anybody, really. But I think they did a good job overall,
x86 of the year, of course, goes to the MSI Claw 8, everybody. That's the one I would definitely say is
But
still
technically, that launched
winning.
last year.
No, it didn't. They pushed it back.
I guess you're right.
We went hands-on with it in December,
that's true.
but
that's true.
People couldn't actually... The original date was the end of December, but we didn't get that till like mid-January, February, when it came to retail, so...
The problem with MSI is they like to trickle their handhelds out. They're doing that right now with the A8.
I know.
It's like it's trickling out. Like what's going on with their launches?
you can get that ridiculous green color if you go to France. And well, it's sold out now, but it was available in France momentarily.
You go to AliExpress, it's $1,500 if you want.
Oh,
one.
no thanks, no thanks there, no thanks there. But
The way I
guys,
see it is,
Yeah.
if I had it, like I think I mentioned in my video, is like if I lost all my handhelds, I came in the studio and someone stole them all. It's the Legion Go S is the one that I would buy to replace all of them. But I would get the white one, Z1 Extreme, and then put SteamOS on it. That's what I would do.
Nice.
Oh.
I like that purple,
Oh.
that nebula purple color. It's really
I like the
slick.
purple too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. I had the Z1E. I bought that first, by the way, and then I returned it and got the Z2 Go. Okay, and I got the Z1E for a decent price, like $700 open box, which now it's on sale right now for $650.
I saw that.
From
yeah, that's pretty decent.
where?
Yeah.
From somewhere. I saw that today. Derek
Isn't it Best Buy?
No, he was talking about
You guys got
price
me
matching at
looking
Best
now.
Buy.
Well, because the thing that's appealing about that is if it's $650 new, let's say at Best Buy, then
Yeah.
the open box prices come crashing down. So some people might be able to snag a pretty cheap Z1E Legion Go if they're looking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which isn't. I mean, yeah, and it was good too. Okay, it was definitely
The
battery
Z1E
life.
is a solid chip.
It's solid.
You could do so much with that chip. It's very much a proven chipset that really, I think, can handle most of what people want to do with it, honestly.
And you can still drop it to 5 watts and get great battery life. Like you can still use it in that TDP, and
Some
it'll
Balatro on
it'll
there.
still work. But I don't know why. I just gravitated. And I was like, I returned that, paid less money. This one was out of pocket, and then I went with the dang old Z2 Go. And by the way, I returned my MacBook. Everybody, I decided no, I'm doing Windows. And I decided to return all that stuff I traded in at Best Buy, and I just got myself a new upgrade to my main PC so I could up my game in game streaming, because I really think game streaming is going to be the thing. I think it's going to be the thing next year and now.
You should try some game streaming on your Z2 Go when you need more power.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And the speakers are even pretty decent, so they're no MSI Claw, but hey, it's contender. Okay, it's really good. Oh, Andrew's asking what did I get? Yeah, I got that. I got that dang old Cyber Power PC. It's all a pre-built, anyways. Yeah, I'll send it to you later. It's nerdy. It has a 9800 X3D and a 5070 Ti. Customer said it's the most stable build of all the builds they offer. So I said that's what I want. I don't want this podcast going dark in the middle of the show. That's the main concern with switching up my systems.
Do you guys want to know why he still plays Pal World on his Z2 Go?
Why?
He got rid of his Air 1S. he had it for the duration of his cruise. I have no other. Oh my gosh.
Shame. Shame. I can't believe you guys made me get the djembe out.
Oh my gosh.
This is the djembe of shame. No.
Barrel blast stuff.
I like that one.
You're making me want to play Donkey Kong right now.
Yeah, that's exactly
Hook
right.
the djembe up to Donkey.
How about some Taiko Drum Master too while you're at it, Stubbs?
Ooh.
This one's sweet.
You
Made
need to
in
get
Africa.
Some of the
Sweet.
sticks.
Finish the story.
Continue.
He's telling me to finish the story. All I did was give him an Ayaneo Evo in exchange for his Air 1S. That's it.
Okay, that's fair. I
Fair
just
trade.
that's fine. I'm not your dad, so
The issue was that both of these devices were his at one point. He just can't decide what to keep.
all right. We love our zoo, and oh, okay.
Still my favorite transition.
GPD Win 5. It's coming. AI Max. Why they put an AI Max 395 processor in a little peanut butter and jelly sandwich sized handheld? That's not going to get hot.
Oh, I don't know if it's that small, but
I mean, they've got
7
they've
inch.
got they've got the space. They didn't put a battery in it.
Yeah. Lots of cooling.
Oh my gosh. 128 gigs of unified memory.
What's with the external battery?
Monster.
Why are we talking about this? Why is this in the news this week? What's new? Like, what are we doing here?
I honestly don't know what's new.
I
I
think
think
everything's new.
maybe it's just they have a landing page for it now.
They are using some, like Andrew was saying in chat, they're using some mini SSD.
Oh.
From what is it,
Yeah.
ByWin, I believe. That's kind of interesting.
It's like a new technology. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, well, now you have my attention. What does it do?
That's kind of cool.
It's
You
kind of
get- you
like
get-
the size of a micro SD card,
Mhm.
but it's like
What?
a full-on SSD.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's got the same speeds as that, so it's
And-
kind of interesting. Yeah, there
That,
you go.
that right there.
Andrew says
Whoa.
shipping date October.
Man.
Wow.
But no
you
slide-up
imagine-
keyboard.
I actually
Oh.
legitimately would love to see that take off, though. I think that would be awesome.
we got to
Yeah.
get the cooling in the battery and all that into the handheld is the next step. So it's
Can you
a handheld.
imagine getting a backpack
This is a-
battery that you can just plug
This is
it
a
in
console.
and
This
just
is a
wear it?
computer. This is not a handheld. Ultimately.
You could put a 2 terabyte micro SD card in there too.
Oh, you could. You can combine it with that internal, get a whole bunch of space. But hey, I mean, I've always loved the GPD Wins. The GPD Win 4, I adored that thing, man. I had a lot of fun playing on it, even though the screen's smaller for a Windows handheld. I thought it was really cool, and it's nice to see this. But yeah, I don't know about having those external accessories. Just like I'm not sure about Retroid having external. What?
But remember, this chip, you had the Flow Z13, right?
Yes,
Did you have that? That's
Yes.
that chip. Like, you can play Ragnarok
that's nuts.
at 70, 80 frames per second on that thing. You
So
know what I mean? Like, it's
So
gonna be
buy the
crazy.
Z Flow. So buy the Z Flow 13.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, like, that is amazing,
Put
and
a
I use it all the time. But
controller
I'm
on.
never going to tell anybody to spend $2,500.
I
or
know.
anything.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Well, so what's
And
the price
so-
point of this one though? To
don't
compare
know,
with that?
They
Good-
keep
good
saying it'll be
question.
less than you expect, but like
I heard under $1,500, I believe.
if it's under
That would be
15,
crazy.
There's no
There-
way with the 395 in there.
That's,
I've never
that's-
seen any device
yeah.
with that chip
Yeah.
below
yeah, at that price
$2,000.
they're undercutting like actual mini PCs.
Yep.
Right.
I mean,
That's what I mean. Honestly, if I were to get this, I would just literally use it as a mini PC. Not even bother,
Yeah.
bother with the battery.
Right.
Literally.
Re-
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
what's it look like with the battery? Like, do they have an example of someone
They-
playing it
they
with that
do have-
battery?
They do have some examples of the battery, I believe.
Can you just
Or
play
at
it
least
with
they've
the,
shown pictures of it.
Can you just play it with the AC adapter plugged into it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and that's going to reduce the heat as well. So I mean, I'm curious.
It's interesting. I think it's they're trying a different approach with it. I give them
Yeah.
credit for that at least. I
Yeah,
don't think
no, I
it's
don't-
gonna be popular in any sense. This is very much a niche device, obviously, but
I'm just confused. I have concerns and questions. That's it.
I'm just glad that they are pushing boundaries. You know what I mean? It's the 1X
Yeah.
sugar of handheld PCs.
probably more functional.
Right.
So, all right, October. Check out your GPD Win 5s. Let us know. Are you excited for this one? How many of you out there are gonna want to buy this if it's under $2,000? Mm-hmm. We'll see. Producer Sony. Now you are having us talk about the Reignited mod. What is this? Streets of Rage 4 Reignited. Soulfire team. Have you heard about this, Russ?
Nope. This
Yeah,
looks
me
cool.
neither.
I do love Streets of Rage 4,
That is
though.
cool.
Yeah.
On behalf of the Soulfire team, happy to announce the work on a Reignited mod finally complete. Reignited 2.0 now available. Modifications to the gameplay and adds a challenge they envisioned for Streets of Rage 4. Custom movesets. I mean, the graphics look really cool. And if you're a Streets of Rage fan, man, I'm sure this is... Okay, the graphics do look pretty cool. I like the animations. So this is just a mod we can download for free then?
Yeah, it must be a PC mod.
Okay. Up on Game Banana. Man,
Mods, yeah.
I used to make Counter-Strike maps and put them on Game Banana. That was fun. What? It's something I used to... That was my hobby for a while, is making
That's
maps
cool.
for
I used to
Counter-Strike.
do, I think it was Unreal. tournament.
fun.
I forget which one it was. It was one of the games, so I used to make maps for it too. So
You either
I
play
get
The
it.
Sims or you make the maps in the Hammer editor. There's those two options in life. So, you know what I'm pissed off about? Just side tangent real quick. Let me turn on my gray screen here to talk about this. Okay, the problem is that the dang CS2, they took out the CSGO out of the code, so it's not in there now. And all the maps I made for that, man, no one can play them. You have to enable this legacy mode, and it's like a beta in the file. I mean, you can only do one or the other. We can't have it all. I'm very upset. Tell me your thoughts. Okay, let's move on. I'm emotional.
He's losing it.
Distraught now. Rocknix is adding initial Pocket DMG and Evo support. Hey.
So this was something that just kind of popped up randomly. It's exactly what it sounds like for this. Just some initial support trying to be pushed towards these devices. And Andrew says also the ACE. The issue is at the current moment, if you click on that began implementing link, it does not go anywhere. So
404.
I am not 100% sure if it's being just like moved or what, but the work like initially has been started, it seems. So that's pretty exciting.
I mean, it's really cool to see, man. Rocknix, they have been cooking, and it's just really nice to see Linux options coming to these Android handhelds, as long as the chipset's compatible.
Yeah, I think if we get something like this on the Mengmi, that will be really awesome.
Ooh, yeah, that would
I didn't
actually
even-
be really good.
I didn't
Like
even think
Port
about
Master?
that.
You're gonna get a
Yeah.
whole nother audience now, suddenly very interested in the Air X. Yep.
Yeah.
Don't
Oh,
talk
man.
about Portmaster while I'm
You talking
around.
now? We're going to be talking
Yeah.
about how it's the budget champ or the budget king for Linux and Android under $100. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Oh, okay. Okay, no.
Yes.
We get our RP5, we get our Mini, we get our, I'm assuming the Classic soon enough, right? The Flip 2, right? And AYN handhelds, and now Ayaneo. Rocknix, we are so spoiled. We are
Yeah,
so
it's
spoiled.
awesome.
What a wonderful community. Owl, cheers to that. Okay.
Just
The
have that on
art-
your desk.
Yeah, well,
He worries me. Can
The-
someone come check on him?
the art,
I'm looking at my desk. I don't have anything cool like that.
well,
I-
I also have a
this. This is
dumpster.
cool.
Little
It's
3D
kinda
printed
cool.
dumpster.
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
That looks beautiful.
I got this.
I got nothing. I got a game
remember-
bub.
I
I
have
like that.
trail
I got-
trail mix.
Yeah, I got an
I
RH
have-
sticker.
This is the That's right. Use code Factor SE91 or 81984. Rolls right off the tongue. If you are hungry, I know you're hungry. You have to eat food to stay alive. Well, now you can eat food that is sent to you with minimal effort. That's right. Factor has smart meals and more protein. There's convenience factor. Okay, Factor meals are pre-portioned and ready to cook in minutes, saving you time and hassle. They have nutrition, nutritionally balanced, designed to help you reach your health goals. There's variety, everything you might want. You can get salmon, you can get rice. There's the health factors, the time-saving, easy-to-follow instructions, dietary-friendly, frozen options, add-ons, shipping, cost-effective, convenience for busy people, healthy eating, made easy, fresh ingredients. Get Factor now. Link in the description. Okay. And now it's sponsor segment over.
And he hits the microphone.
Sudachi halts development. Oh no. It's so hard to keep up with the Switch emulation these days. Eden version 0.0.3 RC3 is released though, and that's exciting. Eden has been cooking. Get it on your 477.
That's mostly
which
why,
I like the 477.
The Sudachi developer stepped down. I mean, he's working on other stuff, so I think it's just there's obviously things going on in the community, especially with Eden, cooking. I think he just said, what, let me focus on my paid project and work on that instead. Uh, Yeah, there's nothing, no drama really associated with this one. So, if anyone's thinking, oh, Nintendo came after him or something like that, it's none of that. He's just stepped back from it.
And we have Vlad Nerd in chat too. I just wanted to call out. Stay tuned for the episode. Vlad Nerd,
That was
first
a fun
time on the
talk.
show.
That
Fun
was so
talk.
much fun. Yeah.
We're going to release that here in the next few days. So stay tuned for that. That's just one of the most off the rails podcast episodes besides this one.
It's
we've
our
had.
longest offline episode of the year. We were actually
Yes.
really good
You want
keeping
more?
it short and just a lot to talk about. Yeah.
You asked for over an hour for the offlines, and we delivered on this one. So
Somehow.
trying to still keeping the lives short if we can. Although we're getting a little up there here. So we got some unboxings. That's right. We have unboxings today. Surprise. Only 2. We'll get to that in a second. But first, before that, our friend Zoo from, let me check my notes. Zoo Reviews is here to talk to us about Game of the Month and the winner of our giveaway for the Retroid Pocket Flip 2 that he's giving away. Zoo,
Let's go.
over to you.
Oh, hi, it's your old buddy Zoo here, and today we're going to talk about Game of the Month, because August is almost over. So August was abnormal August. We were supposed to pick games that were kind of weird. And so we picked Earthbound, KONKR's Bad Fur Day, and Eternal Darkness. So I'm going to tell you about them. First off, Earthbound. And what can I say about Earthbound except it is a treasured childhood memory of mine. It is a game that I lusted for. They had an ad campaign that appealed to me. Like for the whole spring of 95, they had weird ads in Nintendo Power. And every time I saw one, I said, okay, I'm going to have to play this game. They had scratch and sniff stickers that smelled like farts and trash cans and pizzas. It was ideally suited for Little Zoo. And it was an RPG about being a boy on an adventure in a modern setting. Not like Fantasyland, but a modern setting in America. And you went on adventures, you met your friends, you fought evil, but it was all in the modern day, kind of. And I just so happened to be 12 years old, and I was a kid who lived in the modern day, and I wanted to go on adventures, so there was a lot of synergy. Analyze, strategize, succeed, ass.
I'm going to crush this problem with my hands.
Now look, it has some issues. Like my rose-tinted glasses, I can still see massive inventory issues, and it has menus inside of menus like it's Dragon Quest III for the NES. But I tell you what, they don't really matter because I love Earthbound. It's got such a great story, and more than that, it has a great vibe. Like everything about it is peak mid-90s. You're a kid, you're going on adventures, you're meeting friends, you have to call your mom because you're homesick, because you're fighting hippies in Forsen, which is 4 towns over. You have to ride on the bus because the map is all to scale. Everything about it is just cozy to me. I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. Now, like I said, Earthbound, I had rose-tinted glasses, but I can still kind of see the flaws. The next game, KONKR's Bad Fur Day, I feel like there's people out there that have rose-tinted glasses, and they are blind to the flaws. And oh, brother, are there flaws. There are flaws aplenty. Seriously, if you have fond memories of this game from 20, 25 years ago, don't replay it. Do yourself a favor. Don't replay it. It doesn't hold up at all. It doesn't emulate well. It doesn't control well. The humor is cringy. It's just, ugh. And I played it on a beefy handheld on the 477M. Like, it should be able to play an N64 game. But this thing, like, the frame rate was anywhere between 18 and 28 FPS. Just the camera was fighting all the time. There were glitches with the emulation. I used RetroArch, then I used Mupen 64 standalone. It just didn't run well at all. I think people gave it great ratings at the time because it was an edgy adult game for the N64 where people drank beer and they said swear words. Ooh, but man, it does not hold up. It should be called KONKR's Bad Game Day. Get it? I gave it a 3 out of 10. That might be my lowest score ever. And everyone's going to be like, Zoo, I loved it when I was a kid. Probably Rob is yelling at me right now. It's trash. If you have fond memories, don't play it. And if you don't believe me, play it from start to finish on an emulation handheld device. You will see. And as long as you're fair and you're honest with yourself and you're honest with me, your old buddy Zoo, maybe you won't give it a 3 out of 5. Maybe you get a 5 out of 5 or a 6 out of 5. But it's not getting a 93 like it did from IGN back in the day. That's all I got to say about that. And then last up, we have Eternal Darkness. You're a girl, and you get called because your grandpapa has passed, and you have to go to his house to identify his body, which is just a pulpy, bloody mess, which I don't even know why the coroner brought you there. It's stupid. The intro is stupid. It has really bad voiceover. Everyone's eyes are like this because they didn't know how to animate eyes. Oh, I gotta blink. That's hurting my face. Anyway, once you find your grandpa's mangled corpse, you also find his sneaky diary, and you proceed to fight zombies and Lovecraftian horrors for the next 10 to 12 hours. Just like KONKR, Eternal Darkness was very highly regarded at the time. It got 9s out of 10s in all these different magazines. And it's not as bad. It's not as bad as KONKR, but it also doesn't hold up, more because of pacing issues and backtracking. Backtracking is, and it's just, brother, it's bad. It's real bad in this game. Ask Calkeg. You play a chapter from the past, going all the way back to Roman times, to, 3 years ago, and then when you're finished with your chapter, then you back to the mansion in present day, which is 20 to 25 years ago. But anyway, you do that a dozen times, basically. And you gradually learn new spells, more powerful spells. You get new weapons. You start to unravel the mystery. And every time you start to get into the groove of, okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down, the game just fumbles the ball. The core gameplay loop is fun. And you have these sanity effects that run the gamut from, there's a little bug crawling across the screen, to a blue screen of death effect, where I honestly thought Dolphin had crashed. I was like, what the hell's wrong? Oh, I forgot. Sanity effects. So that's cool. I mean, it's really cool. But the problem is, you eventually learn a heal everything constantly spell. Like, your sanity, your mana, and your health. You do this spell, and it's just everything trickles back up. It's constantly regenerating. And then, 5 minutes later, I better cast the spell again. Everything starts topping off. It trivializes the last maybe 3, maybe 4 chapters. And then sadly, those last couple chapters have extreme padding. Like, the second to the last chapter, you have to unlock 10 warp gates, and it's tedious. And then you're done, and you're like, well, I'm never going to have to do that again. Because 2 chapters later, you have to do the same thing. Except the floor is electric, and you have to cast a shield spell, which isn't the end of the world, except you have to wander around and collect more mana, wait for your thing to top off, cast the spell, run down the thing, go into one of your other 9 warp gates, and just keep doing it and 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 doing it. It's padding for padding's sake, and it ruins an otherwise pretty good game. I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. It would have been an 8 out of 10. Maybe a 7.5 out of 10, that range, but that padding, it just ruined it for me. It ruined it for me. Oh, I need to talk about the Flip 2 winner. Everyone's waiting to hear about that. I'm going to pay off on my tease from last week. I went through all the publicly subscribed people who left comments, and I randomly selected someone named Joey Jojo Shabadoo or whatever. Put his name on the screen, Gary, and he won. He won me over. It was random, but when I saw it, I said, this is the guy, because he made a comment about Interstate 76, and I used to play Interstate 76 all the time. Congratulations to you, Joey Jojo Shabadoo, which is not a real name. And while we're talking about it, if you have an idea for another handheld to give away, let me know in the comments, or I guess in the live chat now. We will, we'll see if we can weasel anything new out of AliExpress. Maybe a 477M? Maybe one of them Manga X's that Rob is going on about? We'll see. Let us know in the comments or the live chat. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good show. Hope everything's going okay. People are probably still yelling at me in the live chat about KONKR and Eternal Darkness and anything else. But you know what? I don't care. Because I filmed this 24 hours ago. So get dunked on. Anyway, see you later. Goodbye.
Man, he unlocked a memory for me. Like, it was probably 2006, 2007 or so, and I was here in Hawaii, and I had like 2 buddies who worked in the game industry afterwards. But anyway, we made plans on a Saturday. We're gonna go to one of these guys' house, and we're gonna play Eternal Darkness, start to finish. I brought my GameCube over. We were just gonna sit down and do it. And we made it like an hour, and we're like, all right, let's play Guitar Hero, because we just all the backtracking, like Zoo said, man, it was just it was rough. And that's all. It was like we also started at like 10 a.m. So it was like super bright. We couldn't see anything on the TV, you know. And so we're trying to black out the windows to be able to see anything. We're like, screw it, Guitar Hero. So I never went back and played it.
Is it just me,
that's
or
good.
are those kind of games absolutely worse to record when you have like dark scenes in a game? It's
Yeah.
I'm doing
Yeah,
something
those
with
are
Eternal
hard.
Darkness, and I'm like just dreading having to record that screen, and it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, they said, nah, man, I don't want to do it.
Exactly.
Somebody said it. Somebody said it. Okay. All right. Well, that was very good. Thank you, Zoo, for the Game of the Month review. And we're about to have Game of the Month, the new one for September. So hop in the Discord, vote for your favorites. Let's see who's going to win. It's anybody's game right now. We'll see. And Joey McJoey's a lot. Just want to say congratulations on winning your new Retroid Pocket Flip Deuce.
it's awesome.
That'll be awesome. And yeah, let us know how you like it. That's really, really cool. We're going to have more giveaways in the future. And now we're going to do Owl Segue into unboxings. Okay, what do we got today? What'd they send us here? Oh, no. Dang it.
He's got too many cameras now.
I need to make this an overhead camera.
Oh no, he wasn't prepared.
Hold on. I don't want to get 3 cameras.
It's weird.
is-
Stubbs
this
is
is-
usually
this
very
is-
prepared.
I am not.
Yeah, like
Oh
he's
no, why is it gray? Oh no.
he's
What?
Hold on.
Is going
he's
on?
usually ready for
Just-
He's
anything.
using his prison
Now-
camera.
We need to turn off the filters, you see. Color correction? No, get it out of here.
Just leave the multicam to Vlad, because yeah, Stubbs.
He taught me. He educated me how to multicam like that. And I appreciate him.
Is that it? Is that really the education you got from it?
Wait, now it's all reversed too. Hold on.
Davis is just killing
a
you
problem?
tonight in chat.
Matt Davis is slang.
Do you have your own comedy
We're
show
looking
by
at
any chance,
JSaw.
Matt? Because man,
It's upside down. Hold on. Transform. We're gonna flip vertical. Okay. Oh, now we gotta
it's
flip horizontal.
nerd.
Is that right? That's
There
correct.
you go.
Sure hope
Now
so.
we just gotta.
What is that? A lunchbox?
That's
Yeah.
my dumpster, man.
No,
Oh, JSaw?
the thing you're unboxing. What is that?
JSaw, this says it's an all-in-one travel storage carrying case for the Switch 2 or other things. You could put a water bottle in here. You could do a lot of things.
You got a
calm
sandwich
down,
in there,
Rob.
Betty? Ch-
No. We're gonna open.
Right? You're opening it that way?
Oh.
He's gonna throw the box away anyways.
No, I'm not. This
Yes,
is the one box I'm keep. Look at that. Have you seen this box? Thank you, JSaw, for sending this, by the way. This is cool. So this is a separate accessory, has separate accessory storage, has large capacity, wear resistant. It's a dual carry. Okay. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Just gonna, we're gonna Hulkinator into this. There we go.
This is the
Okay.
opposite of ASMR.
Don't worry,
it's
you
Yeah.
can
causing
write
me
that
stress.
too.
This is ASMR. Oh, we need.
Don't say that.
No.
ROM sticker. Okay.
No.
Wait, where's your retro game course?
Yeah, where's your?
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Jeez, I know you got stickers. I saw Russ hand it to you.
Wait,
There you
hey,
go.
I'm the only one here without a
Need
sticker, and that
gnome?
makes sense.
Everything. Okay, we have the returrances there. That's another word from the dictionary, Rob. And JSaw. Oh, don't eat these, by the way. If you ever see these, do not eat them. They are there to keep your things from getting too humid. Throw them away. Do not eat them.
Well, now you tell
Speaking
me.
from
Silica in there.
experience.
Straight up diarrhea. That's the problem. And probably the hospital. Bare metal operation for Switch 2. So it comes with a Switch 2, which is really nice to see. It's a little thinner than usual, but you put it in there. So I'm looking at this more for the fact that I could put in other handhelds, not just the Switch 2, because there's a separate storage compartment, which is really, the camera's slowly going this Titan. Oh, what a mess. What a mess
This
my
is
life is.
the best unboxing yet.
Oh no. This is why I don't move things in my studio. See? Everything just needs to be the same. Okay, wait, before the camera
This
starts-
might be his best unboxing of the
still
year.
You want to unzoom? You're just gonna see my legs.
What?
Okay, just look at my situation there. Okay,
It's still moving.
so you can put. Dang it.
That's all I can
Well,
see.
it can only go so far. It comes with a strap. You can put a lot of things in here. You can put your Legion Go in here. You
How
can
far
put
will he let it go?
I know.
your ROM note. I just got to keep moving the thing forward. You can put your 8-bit in there.
Oh, I can
You
start
can
to
put
see his
your owl
monitor.
call in there. Oh yeah. You can put Twisted Metal head on from PSP right in there.
Nice. That's a good one.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
You can put the base for your 8-bit Do Pro 3 in there. You can put all the stuff on your desk in here. And your handhelds and your
What-
ET
What about your hype sticks?
scissors.
I
Hype
agree,
sticks.
Andrew.
You can disconnect your headphone monitor, put it right in there.
Oh my
You
gosh.
can put whatever you want. And then on top, here's the great thing is that you can put your handheld in there as well. Let's get a handheld.
Can you put the coaster in there?
Can you put a handheld that can play Twisted Metal on PSP on there, please?
I can give you a Switch 1 OLED
Okay.
with MOBA pads attached right now. The camera's running away from me, so we're just gonna.
Yeah, I can see that. Remember
We're gonna-
when Stubbs said it would stop eventually?
This is
Right.
like early YouTube, like 2005. People just like
I'll be fixed
take
by
a
next
camera
week.
phone out, do a review.
Welcome
Now,
to my new unboxing
I made
channel.
an adjustment for the Vlad episode, and I clearly didn't fix it for this one. Okay,
Or
but
you
you zip
just
it all.
forgot.
You zip it. That's fair. You zip it up, and then you're ready to go. You got your carry sleeve. You can go to work. Now you're ready to go to work. Now you're ready to go to different parts of the globe or outer space, and you have your whole situation right there. You can put your lunch in there too. You can put your Factor meals, Factor SE 81984. Use that code. Get yourself a little discounty poo. Okay, so that's that. And if you want to order this, this is available on the JSO website or on Amazon. Available for $49.99, and it holds your Switch 2 and your various things.
You could put all like your
Joy-Cons,
you know,
of course, your Joy-Cons and all
beauty
your Switch
products,
accessories. You can put your,
cosmetics.
it
you know.
also you can put your Switch games in there, your cosmetics. You can put all of
Yeah,
your
that's
Switch
great.
stuff. Okay,
It's like a 2-in-1 kind of
your
thing.
joystick caps. Very good.
Hype sticks.
Yeah. Now the. Do I dare do the other one?
Of course. I
Okay.
can't get any worse. I mean, it's only going to get better. from
Definitely.
here. Let's do it.
Okay, so let's switch
Bam.
Put
cameras.
it back centered. You have like about 60 seconds before it gets to that point. So see how
Why is
fast
it-
you can do this.
Why is it doing this? This is why I don't move my things. Okay, I think we're good now. I think we're stable.
Yeah, it's definitely not moving right now.
Oh, you know what you need is
Definitely
stable
not
table.
drifting.
So,
How
JSON
quick do you
charging
go?
station. We need to quickly unbox this. Oh no!
Just
I put the
rip it.
scissors. I put the scissors in the thing. No! I'm a maniac. Animal.
We know.
What is this? This is. Oh no! This is very upsetting. Joy-Con 4-channel charging station.
So you can charge up to 4 Joy-Cons at once on it.
4 Joy-Cons at once.
Yeah, it's snapping.
The new ones, not the old ones.
It comes with a USB-C cable. And the new ones, this is the new magnetic fun joystick. It's for the Switch 2. You can put in there, you charge it right like that. And this is really, really neat. It's a 4-channel portable charging station. Look, you can see how we do our show right now, actually. You can see
Yeah,
there's
I can see
producer
the
Sony.
comment
Sorry,
from Vlad.
I'll X him out. And Ban and everybody. So that's great. Please, now, come on. Camera. Oh, God. This is embarrassing for me. Buy this if you want it. How much is this, producer Sony? This costs exactly. I'm
Priceless.
gonna guess $19.99.
$29.99.
Oh,
is
it's
my
like
guess.
Price is Right. Are we all guessing
Yeah,
a price?
$19.99. Thank you,
$24.99.
Vlad. What do
I'm
we
gonna go
got
with
here?
18.
Oh,
Who's?
Oh.
Who's?
Well,
Not
but
djembe of shame.
Why does it
the
have to be
djembe
on
of,
sale, though?
winning.
Why does it have to be on sale?
look at the
29.
original
You're right.
price.
You're right. But they always do that. It's never gonna be $29.99. It's
I
always gonna be
would've-
$19.99.
I would have had it if it wasn't on sale.
Always gonna be band $19.99. Always gonna be quantity 1 for you. Put your Switch. If you have 2 Switches, you can charge those things too. Okay, so good. That's our unboxings for today. Thank you very much. Okay, anything else on the agenda before we get the heck out of here? Because we're
Hopefully we
running
never have
long
to
in the
use the
tooth.
up-down camera again.
I'm gonna
Please
fix
make
that
sure
for
your
next week.
camera is correct.
Yeah, well, that is a disaster right now. I can see the arm just kind of flopping up above the monitor. It's something. I did something to it. Sorry, everybody. Well, it's been a good one. Russ, man, what's what can we look forward to from you next? What are you up to right now?
I'm working on a tablet video that'll come out tomorrow. Hopefully, I'm like in the middle of recording it. I paused it to go and come on here, and then I got to finish it right after this. So yeah, like just talking about like what it's like to game on a tablet and like all the good and bad that comes with that, as opposed to like a handheld. So I'm working on that right now, and then the Game Bub, and then I also got the that Retroid Pocket dual screen, the new fixed one, new firmware, all that stuff that came today. So I'll probably do that after that.
Oh, wait, the OTA update actually hit it now?
I got the OTA update. They had to push it to my device, and then also I have they sent me a second screen, a new one that's already had the firmware loaded. That way I can show both at once because I got 2 Retroid
good
Pocket
call.
5s too. So I got an old Retroid Pocket 5, got the new one with the new OTA, so I can do like this is what it used to be, this is what it is now, and see whether or not it's worth it. So yep.
Awesome, man. Okay, so I got to check with them because I gave them my serial number for my RP5, and they said they were going to push it when it's ready. So I'm guessing that's around now. I'm
Yeah,
gonna take
maybe
another
check.
look. I'm gonna check.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check. It's very, very exciting. Cool, man. Well, look forward to that. And God, I was watching one of your videos the other day. And I was like, man,
Don't
this
do
is
that.
good stuff. I know. I shouldn't. I shouldn't imbibe the sweet sounds of your mouth, but nevertheless, I do that. That's my Saturday morning routine. What one was it? I gotta actually look here. Oh no.
Mang Me? I just did the Mang Me.
No, I actually haven't watched that one yet because I'm not fully finished reviewing it yet. So I don't want to be co-influenced by my co-influencers. No, it was just it was your Retroid DS screen. I love the title of it because it was Retroid Dual Screen, nearly awesome in parentheses.
Right. Yeah, people were like, "Oh, you mean like that it's going to be awesome?" I'm like, no, that means it's not awesome.
It's not
almost
awesome.
there, but it's not, right? And,
It's almost there. Oh, and your
yeah.
your Morrowind, your games tested, your
Oh, yeah,
favorite
that was
PC
fun.
ports. That was a lot of fun.
Master video, yeah.
That's such
Yeah.
a good video.
You got to
those
everyone,
videos
you
are
gotta
fun
check that
because
out.
it's like all I do is I'm like, you know what? I don't want to work. I'm just gonna play video games. What am I gonna play video games on? Let's do
Yes.
Portmaster this time. So then I spend like all day just filming footage of me playing video games, you know, and then I put it together and be like, look at all this work I did, you know, but it wasn't. I was just playing games, you know, and so I always enjoy those too. That's fun.
Yeah, it's more of a passion thing. You just wanted to show it, and versus like, oh, I got to do this thing for this company because they want to get it out or something.
Right.
I love those videos. They're way better. Rob, do you got any final utterances or
No.
exasperations?
We went really unhinged towards the end here.
Well, it was fun. It was
More
fun.
than usual.
Well, you know, we got to live our best life. Ban, what are you doing this week? What's on your agenda?
He's teaching the youths.
That's true. That takes up a lot of my time during the day. Otherwise, just doing what I do for RH in general, which isn't much, but it's enough.
It's enough, and it will always be enough. I appreciate that. Yeah, guys, so I'm going to try to speed run a game of the month before the end of the month here. I have not started anything. I've been a horrible game of the month, or I've been sidetracked with
Spoiler,
this, that,
he
and the
won't.
other thing. Hey, I got last month in at the last second. I
That's
was good.
it's easier.
No,
This month's got
no.
some meteor games.
Hey, Conker's Bad Fur Day. You know, Zoo was right with that one, but I'm going to look past its weird flaws, and I'm going to go for it. That seems like the most likely. I've already beat Earthbound as a child. Sanity's Requiem scares me, so I'm going to do Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Play the Xbox version at least.
Ooh.
It's just censored, but at least.
Oh,
a little
what?
bit. less.
a little bit
Yeah,
better. Okay.
which is
yeah.
completely backwards when you think about Nintendo 64. But yep, that's how it happened.
Okay. Oh. Hey, thank you for the super chat. Shane Goggin. Are you related to Walter Goggins? Ooh, 6135. Thank you for your super chat. You just got hey. Any questions you want answered or anything, let me know. And we also have Green Protagonist. Thank you for your super chat. Perhaps play Destiny 2 on that Xbox handheld, Russ.
Yeah, that would be good because you can't play it on Steam, like Steam OS. So yeah,
I'm actually kind of excited for that Destiny mobile game to come out. It looks
man.
kind of cool.
yeah, me too.
Yeah, I may actually be playing some more Destiny again. Poor Bobby. Pour one out
Recently.
for him.
Yeah, like the new whatever they the expansion thing that just came out. It's pretty great. I've been playing on my tablet thing, so.
I used to play so much of Destiny back in the day, and then I kind of left Bobby behind. And then we lost him at CES, so yeah, it's
true.
R.I.P.
Rob, I used to play with Destiny D's.
You can't really say that anymore because you lost one of your balls on your controller,
Yeah.
right?
You only have D's nut.
Well, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share to stay in the know for all of your favorite retro handhelds. If you've been liking this, give it a likey boo. Check out those links. Vector, see what 1984. And special thanks to our channel members, patrons, and subs to make everything here possible for us. You get a djembe of hope. And join us in the Discord to chat and play games. Join us on the next episode where we're going to be talking about, oh my goodness, I don't even want to talk. I don't even know yet. But we do have a
Odin
Windows.
3?
Maybe Odin 3. We got to
Odin
talk about
3?
Odin 3 next
Maybe.
time. We didn't even have time for it today, but we'll talk about it next time. And we're also going to be doing a live stream where we talk about our favorite x86 handhelds, not just of the year, but we're going to talk about the Corpo x86 handhelds specifically. We're going to have a shootout between MSI, Lenovo, Asus, determine which one, and I guess the Steam Deck, which one is the one for you. But until that stream, this has been Stubbs on behalf of Ban, Russ, and Rob saying, take care of your djembes and take care of each other too. Thank you, Matt Davis. Maybe I'll have a beard next week, okay? I promise. My kids were screaming, and everyone's concerned. Everyone's upset. So, can't a 40-year-old man shave his face? Apparently not.
No.
Anyways, love you all. Bye.
Take care,
Bye, guys.
everyone.
Goodbye.